Hi everybody, it's Pierre, literally back on deck after 5 days of a debilitating chest cold. Pardon my croaky voice, but I thought I'd better report in and give you a bit of an update on the Stride for Stroke efforts. I did test negative. Fortunately, it is just a bad cold, but it's nice to be back on deck and feeling the warmth of the sun on this last cruising day to Brisbane. Being under the weather does give you pause to reflect a little bit, and certainly on a cruise ship like this, where you've got a senior population of various levels of wellness and mobility, and not being able to get around myself while I'm temporarily ill, does give you a pause to reflect about quality of life. And I think this is where the Stroke Foundation and one of the reasons why I'm doing this Stride for Stroke thing has been important for my own education as much as raising some funds for much needed support. The message from the Stroke Foundation about Stride for Stroke is research, obviously, prevention, but treatment and also recovery. And I can't emphasise either of those three significantly enough. Prevention, there are factors that we still need to work on the population with. Our food is over-processed, etc. And it's pretty obvious. Eat properly, drink lots of fluid, get moderate exercise. And that's a given. And it's great to see so many seniors, by the way, walking on the cruise. That said, though, the treatment of it is also something that's moving along in great rates and knots. The earlier you can get to treating stroke, the better the chances of recovery, the less of the damage involved. And also in terms of recovery, there's research into brain function. Now, we've all seen friends of ours, family, etc., who have unfortunately encountered a brain injury like stroke and have had to go through so many months of recovery and rehab just to be able to lift a spoon. The things we take for granted, the ability to talk, the ability to make eye contact with people, voice, basic things, getting up and walking. It's tragic to see the impact it has on some amazing people who, are just beautiful and full of life. But anyway, but the recovery of that and the research into brain development and the abilities to work around that and to restore brain function is going gangbusters as well. And I'm sure that the Stroke Foundation is very interested in the latest outcomes on that. We are going to see huge inroads into understanding of how brains rewire themselves, for example, that we can use other parts of the brain to learn to do things that this particular injured part can no longer do. So there's so much to be gained by improving the research and support in that. In the meantime, we've got to help people recover using therapy, and that's not a cheap or easy thing to do in this particular economic climate. But we still need to help those good people. So quality of life becomes a really, really important thing. So if I could send one message to everybody, and this is the thing I'm learning as I'm doing Stride for Stroke, is look after yourself. Your enjoyment of life is an investment. You've only got one body, and it's got to take you the whole way. So, and to enjoy moments properly, and to really, really love that, we've got to have the energy, the strength, and the functions to take it all in and to love the people you're with and support the people you're with. So, yeah, look after yourselves is the first one. Second is, if you're in the danger zone, like me, it's time to do something about it. It's never going to get easier. And, if a mere man cold can teach me that how important it is to do something about your health, imagine facing something far more serious or supporting somebody who's further down the track. And also pouring some research dollars into recovery, prevention, and treatment. Why not? It's such an important area for any form of brain injury, and the Stroke Foundation is fundamental with that. So I'm very grateful to what I've learnt along the way, and I certainly want to keep walking the getting my stroke rate up. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I'm going to, I'll say it publicly, I'm going to walk the Camino de Santiago in about 12 to 18 months. That's from the southern part of France into Spain. It's about 800-ish kilometres. And 6 weeks ago I couldn't walk around the block without puffing. So it's a challenge, and it's the sort of thing that I think will help me change some many years of bad habits. And hopefully I get there. So once again, to everybody, thank you very much for your support. The sponsorship has just been amazing. If you haven't sponsored yet, I'll put the link in on my post. But don't underestimate the value of what you bring to the table with your own wellness, with your own fitness, for your loved ones, if nothing else. And then pitch in a little bit to help others either recover from it or to avoid the kind of level of injury that stroke can bring. You don't want to be the one or have to support the one struggling to lift the spoon to their mouth when they were absolutely full of life before then. Okay, and that's the opportunity we've got to make a change. Look after yourselves. Take care.